Hi everyone, welcome to Erin Foo's cooking show. So for our healthy snack today, we will be making no energy baked bites. And before we even get started, we are going to go over a few safety tips and safety rules. The first steps of kitchen safety is storing your knives in a wooden block or drawer, and this will ensure that the knives are out of reach for children who are in your kitchen at times. So here are the knives. They're very sharp, so you got to be careful. And I'm just going to open a drawer so you hear that sound. I have a specific knife compartment, so I'm just going to carefully put them down, and we're off to our next step. So the important thing is to never have loose clothes or keep your long hair tied back. So I have like medium length hair, so I'm just gonna, tie it back. That way my hair won't, get into food or get burnt. We won't be using fire today, but it's just to ensure that safety. The next thing is never cook with dangling jewelry like bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and just so it won't get burnt and you'll not be injured while cooking. Keep pot holders ready, so in case you're using the oven and you're heating up things, it'll keep you from getting your hands burnt. So just make sure you have that in stock. Do not let temperature sensitive foods sit out in the kitchen like raw meat, fish, and certain dairy products like milk. You don't want them to be out here, out in the area not refrigerated, because it can spoil. So make sure that's refrigerated. So wipe up your spills immediately. So if, for example, what happens is you spill water, it's like, whoop. So, just get yourself a towel and wipe it up as quickly as you can. This ensures that, food won't get spoiled and you won't slip. Sometimes water can get on the floor, so you just want to make sure that you are careful while having spills. You definitely want to separate raw meat and poultry from other items. I know I won't be using meat today just because my snack is more with granola and chocolate and stuff, but just make sure that is carefully prepared and wash your hands before handling food. So I'm going to show you myself washing my hands actually right now. So we'll just take my phone. We'll go over here. Let's see if you guys can see. So just, wash my hands. Get some soap. You gotta have nice, clean hands. Get rid of the germs that you may have. After you're done, just use a towel. And you just clean your hands. Boop, 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 boop. And lastly, just make sure that you have a fire extinguisher in the kitchen. I will not be having any oil or fire that will be coming out today, so I don't really need it as of right now. But in case you're really preparing a meal, you're preparing dinner for your family, you just gotta make sure you got that fire extinguisher, so when the fuego or the fire comes up, you're prepared. So alright, we're gonna get started on our snack. Okay, so we're just gonna go over the ingredients real quick. So I'll be using honey today. I will also be using some crunchy peanut butter. I will be using vanilla extract. I'll be using some little rolled oats from Quaker Oats, some wonderful flaxseed, and I will be using some semi-sweet chocolate chips, brand Nestle, and that's pretty much it, so I'll get started. So first, I measured out 1 cup of rolled oats and poured it in. Then using the same measuring cup, I measured out 1/2 cup of ground flaxseed and poured it into the bowl. I was having a little trouble getting some of the flaxseed out, so I used a spoon to take out the rest of the flaxseed and put the remaining in the bowl. After that, I poured in 1/2 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. Next up, I used 1/2 cup of crunchy peanut butter and I put it into the bowl. It is a little sticky, so I had to use most of my spoon strength to get it out. I then proceeded to add in 1/3 cup of honey. I just spread it all around to make sure each part of the bowl got some honey, and it is sticky, so be careful when spilling. Last but not least, I added in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and just spread it around into the bowl. Once I had all those ingredients combined, I just used a spatula and I just kept mixing around till I was satisfied with everything being blended together. After mixing all of the ingredients together, I decided that I was going to put the bowl into the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, so I decided to actually wrap the bowl, which would keep the cold air insulated. After wrapping the bowl with all the ingredients, I placed the bowl into the refrigerator and let it sit for about 30 minutes or so. So after I waited those 30 minutes, I decided that I was going to use aluminum foil to wrap around as a bake sheet so I could then place all of my lovely mixture into little bake bites. So I sped this process up a little bit, but basically what I did was after I took the mixture out of the refrigerator, I had an ice cream scoop, so I used that. I shook the mixture inside of it, and after I got that circular shape I wanted, I made it into a perfect little circle, and I just continued that on for the rest of the bake bites. Lovely, healthy bake bites, and what I'm gonna actually do now is I'm gonna, open my freezer. There's quite a few stuff in there, but I'm just gonna carefully place my bake bites into here, and they will be ready hopefully in an hour. Guys, so I am back here. I'm actually in my basement. Yes, I did change for the 3rd time today, but I have these bake bites ready. They came out of the freezer after an hour. I did read the I'm gonna close this. I did read the recipe card and stuff, and they said that you could actually store these for like maximum 3 days, so you could still store them in the freezer, or you could store it back in the refrigerator, whatever your choice is. But let's go taste test.